Hello friends, welcome to Engineering Funda family. In this video, I will explain signal space diagram of Amplitude Shift Keying. In my last video, I have discussed about fundamentals of ASK. In this video, I will explain signal space diagram. First of all, you need to understand what is signal space diagram. Signal space diagram explains distance between two symbols. If you talk about binary ASK, then we have only two symbols. One symbol is there for logic 0 and second symbol is there for logic 1. In signal space diagram, we need to understand distance between two symbols. And for that, we need to understand amplitude of message signal and amplitude of carrier signal. If you observe here, we have digital signal, but obviously that digital signal that has to be square wave, right? So with logic 1, if you consider we have higher amplitude, and with logic 0, if you consider we have lower amplitude, then in signal space diagram, we need to derive amplitude of logic 1 and amplitude of logic 0. Here ASK signal, that is a multiplication of digital signal and carrier signal. So here in ASK signal, there will be two symbols. One is for logic 0 and second is for logic 1. So ASK signal, that will be multiplication of digital and carrier signal. So that is A cos omega ct for logic 1 and that will be 0 for logic 0, right? Now to understand exact magnitude of logic 1 and logic 0, here I will do calculation. So first of all, what I'll do is I'll calculate energy of this ASK signal. After that, I will calculate power of ASK signal. And based on energy and power, I will explain calculation of logic 1 and logic 0. After that, I will explain how to have signal space diagram, right? So let us identify energy of ASK signal. Then basic calculation of energy is E is equals to integration of 1 bit duration, that is there from 0 to TB. See here we have 1 bit. Let us assume 1 bit duration is TB. So energy will be integration from 0 to TB square of the function. Here we are talking about ASK signal dt, right? Now here for logic 0 it is 0. So we need to calculate it for logic 1 only. So here I'll be doing integration and I'll be performing square of this. So that is a square cos square omega ct dt. Here a square is common and cos square omega ct is how much? That is 1 plus cos 2 omega ct divided by 2. So here divided by 2 will come out. Integration will be there from 0 to TB. 1 plus cos 2 omega ct dt, right? Now here one thing that you need to know, see, always remember this. If you have integration of cos or sine over 1 bit duration, in that case that integration will be always 0, right? Cos or sine, I'm not talking about square of cos or square of sine. I'm talking about simple integration of cos or sine over 1 bit duration, that will be always 0. So you can say this integration, that will be only t, and limit from 0 to TB, that will be TB. So this entire integration, that will be TB only, right? So we will be having energy and that will be a square TB divided by 2. And based on this energy, if you talk about amplitude of this carrier signal, then that one can say is A is equals to square root of 2E by TB, right? If you take this 2 on this side, divide it by TB, and then we have a square, so square root of this, right? Now we have energy of signal and based on that we have amplitude of carrier. Now I'll explain you power of signal. So now let us calculate power of ASK signal. So now I'll explain you how to have a calculation of power. Let us say it is PS. One should know power calculation, that is 1 divided by TB for 1 bit duration, integration from 0 to TB, phi of ASK whole square dt. One should know the difference in between energy and power. In signals and systems, I have explained all those things. And here in power, there should be 1 by TB integration 0 to TB square of the signal dt. While in energy, you don't need to do 1 by TB over here, right? Here, this calculation that we have already done. So here, if you place this integration directly, then you can say this TB and this TB that is getting cancelled and will be having power, that is a square by 2, right? Now based on power, one can say amplitude is square root of 2PS, right? So now we have amplitude of carrier with respect to power, and we have amplitude of carrier with respect to energy, right? Now here one thing that you need to understand. See, here we are talking about energy calculation, right? Now if I say we have a carrier, and if you want energy of carrier, right? So that is equivalent to logic 1 energy, right? So here if I say this energy calculation, that is E, and that is what? Integration as per the explanation which I have given. Let me mention so that you can understand that. So here, let me explain this. See, if you talk about energy, then that is what? Integration from 0 to TB, a square cos square omega ct dt, right? Now here, integration from 0 to TB, what is A in terms of energy? It is square root of 2E divided by TB. Here we have a square cos square omega ct dt. So here, see this square root of E whole square, that will be E, that will come out, and that is getting cancelled from both of the sides, right? So here you will be getting 1 is equals to integration from 0 to TB. Then here we will be having square root of 2 by TB whole square cos square omega ct dt, right? That is what one can get over here. So here, if you consider amplitude of carrier to be square root of 2 divided by TB, so in that case, energy of carrier, that will be unity, that one can say, right? Here, if we take amplitude of carrier to be square root of 2 divided by TB, then energy of carrier, that will be unity, right? So if you have this, then definitely here one can get amplitude of digital symbols, right? So here what I'll do is I'll take amplitude of carrier, that has to be square root of 2 divided by TB. That is what I'll take, so that I can get the amplitude of logic 1 and logic 0 over here, right? So here, see, if you talk about phi of ASK, so that I have defined it over here, right? Phi of ASK, that I have defined over here. But over here, what I'll do is, instead of A, I'll consider this A in terms of power first, right? So let me note down ASK signal again. So here we will be having ASK signal, and that we need to understand for logic 1 only. So instead of A, what I'll write? Square root of 2PS, right? So instead of A, I'll be writing square root of 2PS cos of omega ct, and that is for logic 1, right? That is for logic 1. Now, here what I'll be doing is I'll be considering amplitude of carrier to be square root of 2 by TB. so that carrier is having unit energy, right? So here, what I need to do, I need to multiply TB and divide TB, right? Over here. So let me do that. So here, square root of PSTB, that will be there with us, and another term will be there, that is square root of 2 by TB cos of omega CT. So this will be having unit energy, right? This will be having unit energy. So what will be the amplitude of logic 1? Amplitude of logic 1, that is square root of PSTB, right? And you can say this is carrier CT. So here we have amplitude of logic 1, and but obviously amplitude of logic 0, that is 0, so that we don't need to calculate, right? So now let me explain signal space diagram. So in signal space diagram, here we have only one axis as phase for logic 1 and logic 0, that is 0. So on horizontal axis we have carrier signal along with unit energy, right? And if I say here we have origin, so at origin we have logic 0. At origin we have logic 0. And at what amplitude we have logic 1? At square root of PSTB amplitude we have logic 1. So here we have logic 1 symbol, right? And if you talk about this much space, then this space is square root of PSTB, right? So this is signal space diagram. This is signal space diagram. And this signal space diagram explains what? It explains distance between two symbols. And for that, we need to understand amplitude of logic 0 and amplitude of logic 1. Here, amplitude of logic 0, that is 0. But amplitude of logic 1, that was A with given carrier. But here we will be plotting signal space diagram with respect to carrier. So, but obviously carrier energy should be unity. So here, first of all, I have done calculation of energy, calculation of power. After that, I have considered the energy of carrier only. And out of that, here energy term that is getting cancelled. So one can say unit energy that is there with amplitude square root of 2 by TB. And that should be the amplitude of carrier. If you consider this so, then with ASK signal for logic 1, amplitude will be square root of PSTB, right? And carrier is square root of 2 by TB cos of omega CT, right? So for logic 1, this much amplitude is there. For logic 0, 0 amplitude is there. And based on that, one can understand distance between two symbols, right? So this is how one can understand signal space diagram. And this signal space diagram that one can use on constellation diagram also. Like if you observe, in my last video, I have explained constellation diagram, right? So in constellation diagram, here, see with respect to I-axis, you can have phase even, and with respect to center, one can have amplitude, right? So this amplitude, that is a distance between two symbols that one can understand based on signal space diagram. And phase calculation that you need to see with respect to carrier phase. Here we will be considering phase of carrier to be 0. And with respect to that, if there is a phase difference, then that one need to consider in plotting of this constellation diagram that we will see in phase shift keying. That will gives you more clarity. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Still, if you have any confusion, just place that in comment section. I'll be happy to help you. Thank you so much for watching this video.